Hello everybody, welcome back to Simply Sadie Crochet. I am Simply Sadie and today I'm going to be showing you how to do part 2 of the little puppy dog pattern. So we're going to focus on the arms and the legs today. I've already made one of each ahead of time to show you guys. So I'll show you how to do one and then you will do the other one once I'm finished showing you. And I will show you everything of how to make the arms and legs, how to stuff them, and how to finish them off. And before I start, I want you to notice how the arm of this is it's the stuffing and the shape of it is kind of rounded towards the hand, and I'm going to show you how to stuff it to make it look like that. And I also want you to notice that the arms have an opening here, so they're not crocheted together. The ends aren't crocheted together, and you're not going to stuff the arms all the way up to the top. You're going to leave about 2 rows of crochet unstuffed so that it kind of just sits nicely on the body. And for the leg, you'll see how it's kind of in a foot shape. So it's kind of like the heel comes here, the bottom of the foot, and then the toes area here. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to stuff it so that the toes are prominent. And then I'll also show you how to single crochet across the top like this. And the legs also do not get stuffed all the way. As you can see, it kind of stops around the 3rd row, and that's what you want. You want it to have some wiggle room and some leeway. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this in today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this video with your friends and family that like these videos or are learning to crochet or have been crocheting for a while. And subscribe, comment. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see me try to crochet and do a video tutorial on, let me know in the comments section. I do want to say thank you for being patient with me while I try to do these videos while I'm still in school and working as well. I would like to get more videos out more often, but it just doesn't work out that way. So thank you guys for sticking by me. And with that being said, if you do request any crochet ideas, just know that I may not get to crochet them or make a video of it right away. But as soon as I can and as soon as I have all of the supplies and time needed, I will do my best to get videos up for you guys. So let's get right on it into the video. What you're going to need for this is the yarn that you were using for the body of your puppy dog, or if you want to use different colors, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do for your creativity, go ahead and do it. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The hook that you're going to need is a G6 or a 4.25mm crochet hook. You will need a stitch marker to help you keep track of your rounds, and you're going to need a pair of scissors to cut the yarn off, and some stuffing, which I have to the back of me. So get what you need. Get the yarn that you need, the hook size. You can use whatever size yarn and hook that you want to. Totally up to you. If you want to make it gigantic, you can. If you want to make it a super, super tiny little doggy, you can do that too. So without any more information and further ado, let's get on to the video. And I'm going to show you how to make the arms first and then the legs. Alright, so I've got my yarn here, and we're going to do a magic circle with 6 stitches. So I'm holding my yarn like so. The end of the skein is in my right hand. The working yarn is in my left. And I am separating my index finger from the rest of my fingers, so the index finger is pointing up in the air. And I'm just taking the end of the yarn and wrapping it around my middle finger and my ring finger twice, holding on to the ends of the yarn, so the end of free piece of yarn from the skein of yarn and then the working piece, I'm holding those together with my thumb and pinky finger, and I'm going in with my crochet hook under both of those pieces of yarn, grabbing the yarn from my index finger, pulling it through those 2 loops, yarning over and pulling through that loop, and then we're going to put 6 single crochets. So I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see this better. Alright, so insert your hook into the circle, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the end of the yarn that you're working with, which is going to be in between the two pieces of yarn. And then you're going to find the piece of yarn that that lets you close this loop. So for me, it's the front piece. And then you're going to pull the tail to tighten it all the way. You're going to insert your stitch marker. And then for round 2, we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch. So what that looks like is you're going to find your first single crochet, which is going to be kind of hard to find. But it's right there, if you can see that. And this one's going to be a little bit tough to get into, but you'll be able to do it. So make sure that your hook goes in both loops. Yarn over, pull through both loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 to make a single crochet. Go back in to make another single crochet. So you have 2 single crochets in that first stitch. Let's see if I can. So we're going to go into that second single crochet, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in. 1, 2. Okay. And then 2 more into the next stitch. And you're going to repeat that for the last 3 stitches. So I'll see you at the last one. So you're going to go into the next one and put 2 single crochets. And if you need to rewind or pause the video to finish, go right ahead. We all work at different paces, and that is completely fine. So I'm at the end. I just took out my stitch marker, and I'm putting 2 single crochets. 1, 2. I'm putting my stitch marker back into that last single crochet I just created. And now I have 2 single crochets in each stitch around. For round 3, we're going to put a single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 2 single crochets in the next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet into the next 2, 2 single crochets into the next 3, and single crochet into the next 2. So I will have that written on your screen right now, and I'm going to go through each and every step with you. Find your first single crochet, which is right here. Put 1 single crochet, and then put a single crochet in the next stitch. And then 2 single crochets in the next 3. So 1, 2, next stitch, 1, 2, next stitch, 1, 2. So 2 single crochets into the next 3 stitches, single crochet in the next 2, 1, and then 1 in the next stitch, 2, 2 single crochets in the next 3, so 1, 2, 2 single crochets into the next, 1, 2, and 2 single crochets into the last of the 3 single crochets. And then you have 2 stitches left, and you're going to put 1 single crochet in those last 2 stitches. So put 1 single crochet, take your stitch marker out and put another single crochet, and then put your stitch marker back in so you don't lose your spot. And then rounds 4 through 6, you're going to single crochet around. So for 3 rows, you're going to have single crochets in each stitch. So I'll do the first couple with you. And all you're going to do is put 1 single crochet in each stitch around for a total of 3 rounds. So rows 4 through 6, you're going to put a single crochet. So continue all the way around for a total of 3 rows, and at the end of your 3rd row I will show you what it looks like and help you count so you can make sure that you've got the correct number of rows and stitches. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of the 3 single crochet rows. So I just have 2 more stitches to put single crochets in. So 1, remove the stitch marker, put a single crochet in that stitch, and put the stitch marker back in. Round 7 is 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 stitches together 3 times, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together 3 times, and single crochet in the next 2. So I will go through this whole row with you because I know it's gonna probably be super confusing. Alright, so 1 single crochet in the next 2. So 1 single crochet in the next 2. Okay, and then single crochet 2 together 3 times. So 1 single crochet. So insert your hook, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on your hook, leave those loops on, go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. You're going to do that another time. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, leave that on your hook, go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. One more time. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull that through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 of those loops. So you've just single crocheted 2 together 3 times. And now we're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So next stitch you're going to put 1 single crochet, and then you're going to put a single crochet into the next stitch, and then single crochet 2 together 3 times. So just like we did with the last one, yarn over, 2 loops on your hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over. Sorry, my dog's walking. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops. Next, do the same thing. So go into that stitch, pull up the loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And then single crochet into the last 2 stitches. So 1 single crochet, and then single crochet into the last stitch. And then make sure that you replace your stitch marker once you're done. Now rounds 8 through 15, we're gonna put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So for 8 rounds, you're gonna put a single crochet in each stitch. So I'm just gonna show you how to do that for a few stitches, and then I will come back at the end of all the rows and show you what it looks like. So 1 single crochet in each stitch around for 8 rows. Okay, so you're just gonna continue this, and then once you come to the stitch marker, you're gonna remove the stitch marker, put a single crochet in, and then replace the stitch marker with the new stitch that you just placed in this single crochet, and then you're gonna repeat that all the way around, and I will show you how to stuff the arm as well. Alright, so I'm at the end of the round here. Alright, so we have 3 stitches left of this row. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, remove that stitch marker, and put 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Okay, and I'm just gonna tuck this excess yarn tail inside the arm. Okay, fasten off, which you are just going to go into the next stitch. You're gonna pull the yarn through, but instead of doing a single crochet, you're gonna do a slip stitch, which you take your yarn and you just slip it through that first loop, and you've created a slip stitch. So you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut a pretty good length, because my motto is you want more yarn than you need, just in case. So you never want to have too little amount of yarn and not have enough to finish your work. You always want to have more than you need, that way you're not stressing out about not having enough. So now we're going to stuff the arm. So I'm going to take some of the stuffing and I'm just going to put it straight into the arm. And I'm going to work it to the sides of where the increased stitches are. So you want to stuff it and leave the last 2 rows unstuffed. So you're going to need a little bit more. And you can always stuff a lot, stuff a little, whatever you want to do. That is that. So the arm is done. So I'm going to show you how to make the leg next. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the leg. So I already pre-made one leg, and you have already seen this from the preview at the beginning of the clip, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Round 1 for the legs, you're gonna make a magic circle with 6 stitches. So just the normal standard magic circle. Okay, and you're going to pull it closed. And then insert your stitch marker into the last single crochet that you made. Round 2, we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch. The first stitch is going to be the hardest one to get into. Alright, so 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So continue that around, putting 2 single crochets in each stitch, and I will meet you back where the stitch marker is to show you how to finish this round. Alright, we're at the end of round 1 and I already took my stitch marker out. So I'm going to put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. I'm going to replace my stitch marker. Round 3 is 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So I'll show you 2 sets and then I'll leave you to finish off. So it's 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. The next set, 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets into the next. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So keep on doing that all the way around, and I will meet you at the stitch marker and show you how to do the rest of this. Alright, so I'm at the end of my row and I already took my stitch marker out, so I put 1 single crochet and we're going to put 2 single crochets into this stitch. So 1 and 2. We're going to replace that stitch marker. And then round 4, we're going to put a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochets into the next. So that looks like this. So 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch. Okay, so we're going to do that again. 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochets into the next. Okay, repeat that all the way around and I'll meet you back at the stitch marker to show you what to do. Alright, I'm at the end of this row, so we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then your stitch marker is where the 2 single crochets are going to go. So 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets. Put the stitch marker back. Rows 5 through 7, so 3 rows, we're going to do single crochets. So I will do a few stitches with you on this round, and then I will meet you back at the end of the 3 rounds to show you what your work should look like. So we're just putting 1 single crochet in each of the stitches around for 3 rounds. So rounds 5 through 7 is a single crochet in each stitch around. So keep on doing that, and I'll meet you back at the end of the 3 rounds to show you what your work should look like. Alright, so we're at the end of the 3 rounds of single crochets. So I'm going to show you the last few stitches of the last round. So it's just a single crochet in each of the last 3 stitches. And then once you get to the stitch marker, you're going to put a single crochet into that last stitch, and then you're going to replace your stitch marker in that stitch that you just put in. So for the last single crochet you just put in, you're going to put the stitch marker back in. Round 8, you're going to put a single crochet in the next 6 stitches, single crochet 2 together 6 times, and then single crochet in the last 6. So I will do this all with you. The first part of that, single crochet in the next 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to single crochet 2 together 6 times. So you're going to insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. You're going to do that again. Insert, yarn over, pull through, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Do that again. So you've done 3 so far. We need to do 3 more. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the loop, or pull through the stitch, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we need to single crochet 2 together 2 more times. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, 2 loops on your hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 single crochet 2 togethers, and then single crochet in the last 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last stitch lands on the stitch with the stitch marker. Take out the stitch marker, put the stitch, grab your stitch marker, put it back in that last stitch you just made, and that is your row complete. Row 9 is single crochet in the next 6, single crochet 2 together 3 times, single crochet in the next 6. So single crochet in the next 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then single crochet 2 together 3 times. So insert your hook into the first single crochet 2 together that you made. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through, insert your hook into the next stitch over, which is the second single crochet 2 together, yarn over, pull that yarn through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Do that 2 more times. Last time, insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So you've done 1, 2, 3 single crochet 2 togethers. And then single crochet into the next 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your last single crochet goes where your stitch marker is, and then put the stitch marker back in. Now for rounds 10 to 18, we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch around. Insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, and pull through those 2 loops. And you're going to continue this for rounds 10 to 18. So I'm going to leave you to finish these next several rows of single crochet, and then at the end of the last row I will show you what to do. Alright, so I'm at the end of round 18, and so I'm just going to finish up these single crochets with you. So rounds 10 through 18 need single crochets in them, 1 single crochet in each stitch. Now we're going to stuff the leg and foot, leaving the last 3 rows unstuffed. So we're going to take some of our polyfill, and again, you don't have to stuff it as much as I do. You can stuff it more than I do. It's completely up to you and how you want it. And to stuff the foot, I just take my finger, and then once I'm in this part, I just hook it. I make a hook shape so that it just kind of goes into the foot area more. And then I also push it into the heel of the foot. So if you need to, you can kind of just move it around a little bit. And then once you are happy with how your leg is, so once you have stuffed your leg to your liking, what you're going to do is you're going to fold your work in half just like so, and then you're going to make sure that you have about 3 rows of unstuffed leg. It doesn't have to be perfect, just approximately 3 rows unstuffed. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn it around, and this is where the single crochet across would come in. So you're just going to insert your hook into the single crochet here, and then insert it across and a little bit to the right, so it's not perfectly in line. And then you're gonna grab the yarn, pull it through, and then do a single crochet, and then again you're gonna go through both sets of the single crochet, or both sides, and you're gonna do that all the way across. So you're going to do that all the way across and then you're going to come to this last stitch here, and what you're going to do is you're just going to go through that stitch like so. So it only looks like you have the post from the single crochet, and that's okay. You're just going to yarn over, pull it through, and yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through to make a slip stitch, and then you're going to cut your yarn, but you're going to want to make sure you have a pretty good amount, and cut. Alright, thank you so much for watching this part of the video. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please give this video a like. Please comment down below if you have any confusion or any problems at all, and I will do my best to resolve those issues. And I will see you in the next part of the video.